So, of course, we got Bobby's gone. We should talk about that. Bobby's gone.
Do we have where Bobby is in here? Because we know where Bobby's going, and I don't think you've seen it. Okay. We don't. Right, so we know Bobby's gone.
Where's he going?
Where do you think he's going, right? I'll give you 3 guesses. Where do you think Bobby Kotick is going? Please, no one spoil it in chat. Don't look at chat.
Okay. Sports club, Hollywood, President of the United States.
None of those 3.
Damn, because Bobby could be the youngest, healthiest president we've ever seen.
He's still in video games.
Would it be Take-Two? There's parts of Take-Two he'd like.
It's not Take-Two.
EA?
It's not EA, but
Embracer
I think you're
Group?
getting closer. No, not
What
Embracer.
if Bobby Kotick has acquired the Embracer Group? That would be funny.
What was Bobby's biggest passion?
Money?
yeah. So how do you get the most money possible out of video games?
I hope Bobby now owns all of your gacha games.
No,
I hope that
no.
Bobby Kotick has somehow acquired MiHoYoverse.
That would be really funny. No, well, sorry, China just shot gacha games in the head today, so it's fine.
I saw that.
Yeah, that's going to be really funny and have profound repercussions for the entire industry. It's really funny. Tencent lost billions today. It's great. Bobby Kotick is now at Bungie.
Oh, the fuckers. Do you remember whenever Blizzard was losing employees, right? And all the Bungie people were like, come on over here. It's great. It's Bungie.
Yep.
Oh, this industry is too fucking good. He's at Bungie.
Yep. So...
Oh my God, Bungie. How could Bungie be? Bungie's ability, right, to actually just do everything wrong is freaking incredible.
Yeah, it really is. It really is.
He is going to be the chief executive. Oh, he's actually full CEO.
He's full CEO. He's full CEO. So he is.
It's so over.
It's the most over anything has maybe ever been.
Oh my God, look at this. Look at this really bad Photoshop.
Yeah. It's perfect.
Oh my God. Okay. What I need to see is this, right? I need to see just... Wait, what? Anthem Reloaded? I'm so confused. Matt, is this a shitpost?
It's a shitpost, yeah.
It's
a shitpost.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
I got by it as well. Someone mentioned in chat and I believe.
Fuck you.
Yeah, no, he's not a budget.
Oh, you bastard.
That was a
bastard.
A fake this week in Destiny.
You know what actually happened to me? I originally got so tired because I just recorded the video about Bobby leaving and I thought that was my final recording before I'm going to have to do an amendment and actually no, this is such big news. I really need to talk. Oh.
All is well.
All is well.
All is well.
Well, that's hilarious. Thanks, and fuck you all. Bastards.
Yep.
Right, will anything change? One thing's changed. Lulu's gone. Our schizo queen is gone.
Yeah.
She was the chief communications officer, and basically every tweet she made about, fuck the feds, this is not anti-competitive, blah, 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 blah. I'm a leader in fucking leadership. I'm the best. She just had all these amazingly, and of course she has a Substack because that's how that works. It was awesome. Anyway, so she's gone. I'll be sad to see her go because she was hilarious and amusing. But basically, a bunch of people are gone now. A bunch of executives in the C-suite who will no longer be needed because their roles already exist at Microsoft. They will be gone in March. And the people who remain, and the studio heads, most importantly, the studio heads, will be directly reporting to Microsoft. And Matt Booty, Mr. Booty, now runs the show in the same way that he has the big oversight role at ZeniMax post-Redfall.
Yeah, cool. Very nice.
So that's what's going on. He's got a $375 million golden parachute. Which, hilariously, if he sold the stock options tied up in that, would have been enough to purchase Insomniac Games. Because we also found out that Insomniac Games, look at that, Insomniac Games was sold to Sony for $220 million. Jeez. Literally, Insomniac was sold for 2/3 of the budget of Spider-Man 2. Also, the budget of Spider-Man 2 was $300 million. And I just recorded the video today. But it's the people at Insomniac being like, we need 7 million full price $70 copies in order to break even. Help.
AAA video games are unsustainable. Do you want to know why everything went into gacha? Because that was the only way anyone could make any money.
China.
Live services.
China.
Live services.
China.
And China. And
China's destroyed them.
We are in for, in some capacity soon, a cataclysmic event in video games, and it's going to be the best thing that's ever happened. There will be an awful lot of jobs lost, and that will suck. But for the games industry as a whole,
we're going to say it sucks, but they're all going to get way more money somewhere else.
That's true.
Probably. You know what? Probably not. But it's one of those things. Ultimately, jobs are a byproduct of the industry. That's the way it is.
People just made up a load of demand in their heads and then gave a load of job to people irresponsibly.
If the industry cannot hold the jobs, shouldn't hold the jobs. It's an inefficient allocation of labor and resources. Those jobs should go somewhere else. I don't know. It's like a lot of what we do, reporting the news, like there are times that I also try to zoom out and be like, also, let's go a little bit macro scale. I don't know. Sometimes I think the discourse, especially in Twitter, amongst certain groups, almost gets to the stage of like, if it doesn't make sense for a company to like continue a role existing, well, that doesn't matter because the company should be providing jobs. And you're like, that's literally not the job of a company. I
think that's an extension of a lot of ideas of jobs being not appreciated, what's the term I'm looking for? Under remunerated or remunerated.
Well, yeah,
versus
problem,
other things. Yeah.
Like what you want under our current system is like really strong and non-entrapping employee stock options. I say non-entrapping because a lot of employee stock options are quite unfairly used. Anyway, so this thing going on about gacha games,
that'll be fun.
They will still do these gacha games elsewhere, though, of course.
Yeah.
So it's then just a question of how much of, say, MiHoYo verse... MiHoYo was a better name than
HoYoverse versus MiHoYo. Yeah, MiHoYo was way better. HoYoverse is clearly...
How much of HoYoverse's revenue comes from China?
I have no idea, but considering how hand over fist they have been throwing the hook into China, or throwing bait out to China, it's pretty heavy. Obviously, like being from there, they obviously have a lot of say in the Chinese culture and names and stuff, but they've definitely been like super reverent to China as creators. Compared to like, as an example, Blue Archive is Korean, but it's the most Japanese coded game of all time. It's just everything's Japanese in it. However, still go super deep into China, so it's clearly like there is a reckoning coming for all of that. Unless something changes. There
is actually another bit of industry news. If you played games like Banner Saga, Tiny Build have shut down Versus Evil. So that publisher
just gone.
13 staff, I believe, gone. Yeah,
just 10 years of publishing. Gone. Like cool, nice, sweet, fantastic, absolutely beautiful. Indeed. It's rough. It's rough, but we're definitely in for a pretty profound change. Thankfully, we're at the point where Blizzard just started to move away from that. Realistically, and the hunt for eternal like live services kind of faded away, and I think Xbox are pretty much more grounded in the let's try to build something vaguely sustainable. Because every time we try to build something unsustainable, we cock it up horribly year in and year out. So I think we're largely going to be in the WoW space. There'll be a mitigation of that. The good part, I should say, is, well, it depends on if WoW is paying its devs, right? Because we don't know if WoW is actually profitable. We fucking hope it is. And we hope it's decently profitable. If it is, based on current numbers versus dev cost, then we're fine.
Mm-hmm.
But the rapid retraction we're likely going to see in the industry shortly is likely shouldn't affect WoW unless it's currently way over budget.
Okay, so this is the bit that's going to be spooky. WoW will cost over $100 million a year to develop for sure.
With that many staff,
Because like what I'm thinking about is what Spider-Man 2 cost.
Yeah.
So it's like what Spider-Man 2 cost, what its team was, and then that was across a certain number of years.
Mm.
If you kind of correct that to 1 year, scale it up to the WoW headcount.
Yeah.
WoW's probably it's over $100 million a year for sure.
Almost certainly. Now, some of the lower wages across lower tier staff at Blizzard might offset some of that decently compared to the likes of Insomniac, who will obviously be wanting talent and have a lot of embedded talent who've like continually had raises and stuff.
So that's the funny thing with Insomniac.
Mm.
Tad, the CEO, basically, this is a slide for him saying, okay, if we had to take out 50 to 75 roles in the company, we would have to make deep cuts into Wolverine and into Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
We would have to pull staff away from Ratchet and Clank and UIP.
Yep.
And it's one of those things you look at and it's like it feels kind of cold. But at the end of the day, he's got no control here. Yeah. He has got to make these cuts because his corporate owners have told him he's going to do that. And you may say, fucking leave then. Now what happens if he leaves? Who's going to take his place? Someone who Sony's happy with, who will do their bidding. So it's probably better that he stays in his place as founder CEO and tries to get the best he can. Now, he does go on in this presentation to say about the institutional knowledge they'll lose, all of these problems it will cause. But you're just like, yeah, unfortunately, them's the breaks.
Sure. So
it's challenging.
Yeah, I guess that's why I'm kind of heartened by Student Discovery doing very well. At least in terms of like player enjoyment and things. I feel like they'll have a lot of retention, and the more retention, the more numbers they have, the more ability they'll be able to fight with Xbox for their position and their budget. Obviously, they won't have to fight Xbox too much, but it'll be like a chain thing where obviously they'll have to fight. They'll have to go to Matt Booty to ask for money. They'll have to go to Ibarra, who goes to Booty, who goes to Phil, to ask for money down the chain. Effectively,
they have to go to the Booty dispenser.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So I feel like hopefully War Within gets off to a good start and it avoids that. I trust that it largely will. I think it should be able to pay for itself. I hope. And this is the terrible problem where I know people have been bringing this up a lot, and it's the same thing with like for us here. You look across at the other industries, right? The other media industries. You look at movies, you look at TV and stuff, and an awful lot of numbers are laid bare by virtue of that's the practices. We see the numbers. We know what a movie cost. We know what a movie made. And we can point and laugh. Or we can say, oh, thank God, Godzilla printed money. It deserves it. Let's go. But for games, we don't get to do that unless they tell us, because there isn't that like case of, there isn't that like a culture of the numbers being made available. So we're sat there as like hyper invested fans going, well, I sure hope World of Warcraft's profitable. Whereas if you're a fan in like a lot of other mediums, you get to go and point numbers, go, this is sustainable, and we can see that happen. Let's go. And we're like, I hope WoW survives. I really hope WoW survives. Not that I'd expect it not to.
WoW will be fine. No. WoW is almost certainly one of the best businesses that exists in the industry. Mm-hmm. I mean, other than all the ones that you partake in, you got your rat.
I literally only play
those, that felt like a really fun thing to say for the stream, but then at the end I was like, I kind of feel bad because I know he doesn't do it.
I only play Blue Archive and D4DJ, and I've only spent 15 quid on Blue Archive. To be fair, I've been playing it for like a week.
Yeah,
no, I'm fine.
What does Terolf say? What does our boy Terolf Jernstrom?
Terolf talks about the average person, not me, and I'm an asshole. So I'll just not give them money out of
Matt. Did you know average is in the middle? could go this way, and you can go that way.
I like to
Now, maybe you go this way as a person. Maybe you go this way as a bank account. Who knows?
I would definitely... There's a world where I am a horrible gacha wheel. But that's not this world.
I see.
Because in this world, I don't have enough money to properly wheel in all the things I want to. Gacha's definitely lowest in the totem pole.
Well, you know what they say about calorie restriction and longevity?
What do they say about it?
Just apply it to money, Don.
What do they say about calorie restriction and longevity? Eat as much as possible all the time and you'll live forever. Sounds good.
Do you do the needful?
I'll do the needful.
That's one of the
Is
reasons
that
why.
not a spinny one?
Nope.
No.
It's one of the reasons Okinawa. Well,
yeah.
no. It's one of the reasons that old fuckers in Okinawa live a long time. I don't think the young fuckers in Okinawa are going to live as long because they're also rapidly becoming more circular. Of course, I say that as a fellow partially fat bastard. But it's fine. Because I get to be unfairly helped by meth. It's not really meth.
What a statement.
Chemically, ADHD stimulant medications are sort of similar to the meth, but they're actually not literally the meth. It's really interesting though. And it's fucking illuminating. They're used for, partially for, I think off-label in the States. They will use Vivans, I think, which is called Elvans here. They'll use that for obesity. But what's interesting, nice. I do not know if this is fucking, a sure thing, but supposedly one of the reasons why, it's not that it literally turns off your hunger signaling. It's that your better control of your own focus and attention means that basically your hunger signals aren't, it's like your brain's like, I'm doing other things.
Nice.
Which I thought was interesting because usually I'm just like, blah, 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 blah. I want to eat now. Oh, yummy. Right, that's usually how I am a slob at a computer with a sedentary lifestyle who grazes like a cow and is rapidly becoming the size of one.
Yeah.
The first Wagyu human.
No,
so
you've abused yourself too much of that, I'm afraid.
Absolutely.
I'm afraid. That's those are well reared. The cows and you were fucking dragged up, mate. Oh dear. I don't.
Man, had some Wagyu in London. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So good. So good.
Ask German and World War II soldiers why meth is called tank chocolate back in the days. Class. Oh, I love that. That's brilliant.
That's it. Get your ADHD diagnosis and book a walking tour into Poland.